What's good YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is Tiamar, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you click that notification bell. Leave your comments down below and enjoy this reaction video. What's good, Tiamar gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. You have just entered the Break Room Chronicles. We'll break so normally 15 minutes, but y'all over here we break for 1 damn hour. Hey, you guys. Happy Wednesday to each and every one of y'all. Welcome back to the Break Room. I'm your host, Tiamar. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing great. And thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in the damn break room, y'all. Okay. All right. Y'all see the title. All right. We're doing a is it welfare check? Yeah, welfare check on my jazzy life. Y'all, no one's really seen her, okay? So we're gonna check in on her and see what's going on. And then I got a little tea to spill on my damn self. And I wanted to get you guys' opinion about it and see if y'all feel the same way I feel, okay? And then we're also going to talk about Housewives of Potomac, okay? Do you guys watch the Housewives of Potomac franchise? I used to be a watcher of Housewives of Atlanta, excuse me. I never watched the other Housewives franchises. The only ones I ever watched was Atlanta and Potomac, and I used to be really into Potomac. I used to be really into Atlanta too. Kind of when Phaedra left, I kind of fell off. And then with Potomac, I've been on and off. I think the last time I actually watched it is when Monique got into the altercation. Um, and so kind of after that season, I fell off. But you guys, if you guys are familiar with Robin, Dixon, and Juan, y'all know Robin's been on Potomac since it came on. Well, y'all, some drama going over there with Robin and Juan. Okay. And to be quite honest with you, in my opinion, out of all the characters on the Housewives of Potomac, Robin seemed to be the most uninteresting one to me. And finally, after I think they've been on for about 8 seasons now, about 8 years, they finally given Robin some drama over there. I said, about damn time, because everybody else didn't have drama except Robin, okay? Now, when she first came on the show, y'all know her and Juan were divorced, but living in the same household, sleeping in the same bed, but they wasn't together because they had the 2 boys. Well, since then, they've actually gotten remarried again, and it is just here recently, it's broke that there's some trouble in paradise over there with with Juan and Robin. If you guys are familiar, when when the show first came on, Robin and Juan had problems with his infidelity, and which led to their divorce. And then they had some financial troubles, and oh Lord, just a whole bunch. Okay, so we're definitely going to talk about that. Welcome everyone to the break room. I hope you guys again are feeling good and doing great. I know a lot of you guys are sitting at work and y'all was like, I'm bored. And TMR said, boop, here I am. Sis says, perfect time. I'm getting dinner started. I know that's right. So welcome to everybody to the live. I hope you guys took a look at my community tab. I got a new smile, y'all. Yes. I have a new smile. If you guys have been watching me for a while, y'all know when I came on the platform 4 years ago, I came here with a grin, okay? Like the grin on this profile pic right here. Well, now, child, I'm all teethus, okay? I got me some new teeths, y'all. I sure did. And I'm so happy for them. Took me a long damn time. Cost me a whole bunch of money, but that's okay. Okay. That's what I work hard for. Okay. I work hard on here for a trying to get the money for the rent. Okay. I already got the money for the rent. So I had to go, spend some money on me. Okay. You said Salt Lake City is good. Yeah, I don't watch it in. I just watch Potomac and Atlanta. That's all I really got into. What's up, Apple Pie? What's up, Flower Patch, Latoy, TK? What's good, y'all? Hey, Kendall. Hey, Sarah. I can't get with them anymore. But Tasha, we need another Love at the Lockup reaction. I know, sis. I got to get caught up. I got to get caught up. I'll do one this week. Okay. Before the end of the week, I definitely will do one. I definitely got to get caught up. Karen blasted it on the show. I know, y'all. Robin with her Groupon, well, not her Groupon wedding. Poor Robin. Okay. Like I said, Robin needed some tea. She needed some tea because I don't even know understand how she survived all this time on that show with no tea. Okay. I don't get it. Um, thank you, Cree. I appreciate that, sis. Yeah, so you guys, I got me a new smile and I'm so excited. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I had a lot of issues with dental. A lot of you guys are in the chat are obviously women, and most of you, if not all of you guys, are moms as well. And or if you don't know, when you start having a bunch of kids, you know, um, it takes a lot of calcium from your body, irons and vitamins and stuff. And even though, I must admit I was one who really wasn't big on taking the prenatal vitamins. So I will encourage you all if you're in the situation of preparing for childbearing, give me 1 minute, y'all. Please make sure you take your prenatal vitamins. It's very important. It's very important to do so. So, and also making sure that you self care is very important on how to and making sure that you take care of your teeth. Okay. Tiamar got her bag and fixed her teeth. Is looking good, sis. Yes, sis. And make sure you do that as well too. Okay, it's very important to go to the dentist. I'm gonna just be real honest with y'all. I was just the type of person where I could not stand to go to the dentist because every time I went, they always had to snatch something out my mouth. Like I could never go to the dentist and have just a peaceful teeth cleaning. Is it was always we got to remove 3 teeth, we got to fill 4, we got to do this, we got to do that. And I just like, oh God, I hate going to the dentist. The dentist is the devil. Okay. But needless to say, y'all, is definitely important to go and get your checkups. They suggest to go, twice a year. Because a lot of times stuff can be going on and you don't even know it because you don't feel it, so you don't know it. And I definitely am a person. It's genetic. In my family, we have issues with bone loss and things of that nature. So my dad was wearing partials. I think he told me he was 23 when he started wearing partials. So my dad was real young. So it was genetic, and not only with it being genetic, let's be honest, I just wasn't up with keeping up with my dental like I supposed to. But needless to say, turning 50 last year, and I was like, let me get this smile right because, I do social media. I have my small business, and I am definitely the face of this business. And although I am very confident in myself, because as y'all see, when I came on here, I didn't announce to the world I don't have no upper teeth. Okay. But if you look long enough and close enough, which a lot of you guys did look long enough and very close enough, you would be able to see that. But that still didn't stop me from popping my ish on this internet. Okay. Because it is what it is. So, needless to say, though, it's something I wanted to do, and I finally got it done. So I shared that with you guys on my community tab. I shared it with my Instagram first, um, and then I shared it on my community tab here on YouTube. Okay, so um, Pop that is, sis. Yes, exactly. Yvonne says I hate going as well. I go every 6 months, and I must be allergic to something. 3 days after seeing dentist, I break out in my mouth this week. One tired of this. Yeah, it's hey Asia. Yeah, it's a mess, honey. I just had 7 pulled today. Oh no, sis. Oh my gosh. Yes. So thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you, S Wiseman and Empress. I appreciate you guys all. Hey, viewers of you. And I also follow a lady here on YouTube. Her channel name is Jav Vlogs, JAVLOGS. And she actually had a similar situation. She got all her teeth pulled out a couple years ago. It might have been about 3 years ago. She got her top and bottom pulled out. Um, and she ended up getting the implants and the denture on the top and bottom. And when I watched her go through what she went through, and she was very transparent about it, and very informative and informational on her videos. And I really enjoyed watching her videos, And like I said, you guys, at the end of the day, you know, when you see me, what you see is what you get. I'm just who I am, and regardless of what the world thinks about it, as long as the people that are very close to me, obviously my immediate family, friends, accept me for who I am. That's all I worry about. But let's be real, you got to have your teeth because it helps. It's a part of your health, right? Because when you can't chew good, then that means you can't digest your food good, which can in turn into poor health, and it could just cause other problems with you long, moving long standing. It can just cause a lot of other issues. So, and I'm very conscious of that. So, but needless to say, I got them, and I'm very happy. I only have my upper. I don't have lower. My lower are my own teeth, and I'm preserving that. I'm, you know, going to the dentist and handling my business, okay? Because I don't want a whole mouthful of teeth. Upper is fine. Thank you, Candy C. Upper is fine. It is what it is. Like I said, you live and learn. So that's why I encourage my kids to stay up on their dental, and because brushing your teeth is just not enough. Okay, let's be real. If you ever been to the dentist, you definitely should brush your teeth, but you got to do way more than that. Okay, you have to go to the dentist and get your deep cleanings and all that. Flossing is something very important to do. And so, yeah, right, Cree, make sure you floss and all that. It's very important to do all that. So after I went through what I went through a couple years ago, because I actually got my upper teeth pulled out. When was that? Was it 2018? I think it was. And when I got it done, they actually did make me a denture at the time, and I literally hated it. I thought it was the most hideous, ugliest thing. I looked like Mr. Ed with them damn ugly ass teeth. Oh, I hated it. And I wore them for like a day, and I cried. I refused to wear them. My husband's like, "What you crying for?" I said, "These teeth look hideous," you know. And then I end up putting them back in a little cup and set them in my damn bathroom cabinet, and child, that's where they stayed. Actually, I just threw them damn teeth away the other day. They've been in that cabinet, and we were living in another house when that happened, and we've been in this house almost 4 years, so they've been sitting in that cabinet all that time. And I finally threw them away the other day, and I was just like, "Yep, I don't need you anymore." So I got with a really good dentist and told her what I was wanting, and what the look I was achieving, and she worked with me, and we got it right. I had to go in and get several adjustments and things of that nature, but needless to say, I am definitely happy with my results. So I wanted to share that with my YouTube fam, and let you guys know. I know there's a lot of people that left comments, said that they just had a lot of dental work done, and they were feeling some type of way about it. And you do feel some type of way, but it could be worse, y'all. I could not have my eyesight, right? You know what I'm saying? I could have lost my eyesight which would have been even, bad for me. So to lose some teeth, I mean, at the end of the day, I was born here with no teeth. I came to the world with not a tooth in my damn mouth. Okay, thank you, teeth. So it's, it is what it is for me. Thank you, Jesse. I'm just happy to be able to, that's why I work hard, I hustle hard to, accomplish the things. It takes me a minute, because I'm not rich by any means, but I knew what I was trying to do. So I achieved that goal. Like I said, it's expensive because if you know anything about dental work, it's very expensive. And I didn't want to, put it on care credit and all that. I didn't want to do all that because I got enough bills as it is. I just wanted to pay for it and be through with it. And that's what I did. Okay. Um, so thank you, Mo lady. I appreciate that. So y'all definitely will see more TMI her smile this year. Okay. Um, People with teeth already getting full mouth of veneers. Yeah, the veneers are very popular. There is something that's very popular as well too. So, you said teeth can be replaced, but your eyesight can't, and that's true, Slick. So if they said, look, we got to pull your teeth out your mouth because they falling out anyway, I was like, well, hell, take them. Long as I can see, I'm all right, doc. You know what I mean? So, so so I encourage anybody, if you are going through that, don't feel any type of way about it, sis. It's just a part of life. Some people, come to this earth and live 100 years and never have to have anything done to them medically. If you guys don't know, both of my knees, I've had both of my knees replaced. So, honey, I didn't live this hard knock life because I've always worked really, really hard. I worked in healthcare for many years, and I worked in a hospital and worked in an emergency room, working 12 and 16-hour shifts, and doing all that standing and walking for long hours. Eventually got the best of me. So I had to have both my knees replaced back in 26. I had one knee done in 2016, then I had the other knee done in 2017. I've obviously birthed children into the world. So I've had, operations and stuff done. And so, and I'm still standing, I'm still here. So I definitely want to be an inspiration and encouragement to anybody who has to go through, your dentist is telling you they can't save your tooth or your teeth, and you're young. A lot of people feel like, oh, I'm so young. I had a person left a comment, said they were in their 30s and they had to have that done. And she said at first she felt some type of way, but she just got used to it. So, with anything that's altering to your body, you just got to get used to it, and it'll just become a part of your everyday. So I encourage you guys, if something you need to get done, don't put it off because it's not going to fix itself. You actually, if you put it off, it'll get worse. Okay. Um, Apple Pie said, yeah, it's cussing you out for getting them out and setting them. Exactly, sis. Exactly, Apple Pie. So, um, yes, lemonade. Exactly, honey. Give me some. I got a lot of nice lipsticks. Um, it's just, sometimes I'm just not real big on lip color. Every now and then, just depends on how spicy I feel if I want to put some color on my lips. Um, so, okay, what was the ballpark price for the dental procedure if you're willing to share? Um, it was expensive, sis. It was expensive. It was expensive, well over $2,000. So, maybe that might be a drop in the bucket for others, but for me, honey, that was a struggle. Okay, because I got other stuff going on too. So, Um, yes, they will, Tennessee Hennessy. If you ignore your teeth, they will go away. Yes, they will. So, all right. Well, y'all, that's enough about my damn teeths. Okay. All right. I work in the bushes. Listen, hey, Lindsay. Oh, your phone died. Since you back? Okay, we have to prioritize our health. Blessings when we can afford to as well. Exactly, sis. You definitely have to prioritize your health. Okay, it's very important. Okay, your teeth ain't cheap. No, they sure ain't cheap. Cause them veneers is costing people a grip too. They going all the way over there. Where they going out to the DR to get them some nice teethuses over there? Okay. So they definitely are expensive. Can't put a price on confidence and health. I know that's right, sis. Uh, not right, exactly. Well, some people it is, sis. Some people walk around with $2,000 in their purse. Huh. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Um, so y'all, let's move on, okay? So the last time we was in the break room, y'all, we had a brief interruption. Okay. Y'all remember that? Maybe some of y'all do, maybe some of y'all, hey Dad, Miss Pettis, what's good, sis? I feel you, but I'm happy you got the smile that you've been wanting. I remember the cost of my braces. Yes. Yes. Yes, very my son actually, my youngest son just got him braces. He got him put on, I think last week. Yeah. So he just got his braces put on. So you know, he got to wear them for, I think his treatment plan is like 2 years. I'm like, oh my God. But, he's young and I just want to make sure he don't have no excuses. So if we got to get them teeth fixed, we going to go and get them fixed. That definitely was a sacrifice as well, too. Okay. So, yeah, we was over there. Uh-huh. Right, Vaughn. Thank you, JB. Thank you so much. So, the last time we was over here, y'all, we had a brief interruption. There's a stranger in my house. Y'all, there was a stranger in the house, and um, some may call her. They got a lot of names out here for her. They call her Tuna, Big Funky, Piggy, and child. She got a whole bunch of names. Over here, we call her Libby Poo. Okay. Um, well, let me take you guys to that moment because maybe some of you guys weren't in here. All right. Dinner is as expensive as a lawyer. Yeah. So let's get on over here real quick. Give me a moment so I can share my screen. Um. Okay.
The fuck?
Now this is my live. If y'all
And then
remember.
y'all want to bash a bitch for doing the right fucking thing. Listen,
Wait, sis. You told her business and then left her on red. That was the right thing. Like you told the problem, but you gave no solution. Um, Cricket, Cricket, where you at? Since you told the problem, but you didn't give a solution. So how was that the right thing? Olivia really thinks she's the Robin Hood of YouTube. Girl, if you really cared about your friend, whatever you heard Saturday night, you know Jasmine's address. You would have called the police to her front door. Okay? That would have been the right thing to do if you really felt like she was in such dire straits to where you had to come to the internet the very next day and tell her business.
don't call me your sister.
So if you guys remember, as we were reacting to Liv's video, like we do a lot over here in the break room, all of a sudden the screen came up. It was a blank screen and it read what it reads on the screen now. This video is unavailable. And so y'all was like, what's going on? Tiamar, something wrong with that damn internet over there again? I said, nah, sis. Mm-mm. So then I sat and thought about it. I said, oh, I had about a deja vu. I said, oh, she did me like this before. So, we paid it no mind. We said 2 tears in the bucket. Bucket. All right. And we went on with the conversation. Okay. Well, after that, you guys, yesterday, I was sitting over here minding my damn business. And I get an email saying that this video is no longer available. I said, what video? So I go look. So the video that we reacted to the other day when Olivia came out here and told Jasmine's business, y'all remember that? I think she did that on a Sunday or something to that effect. So Olivia struck that video. So I was like, well, okay. So needless to say, when you get a strike, You guys are pretty familiar with that because I think damn near by now, most of all the reactors they have been struck before, right? And you have a chance to appeal. So needless to say, I took my rights to appeal what she insinuated that I did wrong. Okay. So at this point, it's a waiting game. I replied or appealed or rebutted to the conversation of what she felt like I infringed her copyright. I think it was like a copyright infringement or something. I'm like, copyright infringement? What child? Who got copyright? I said, well, wait a minute. It's copyright. What? Isn't that expensive? Shh. I said, the Housewives of Potomac. What we're going to talk about later, they're definitely copyrighted material. I mean, shit, they're part of a big network called Bravo. Surely yeah, that's expensive. I said, well, okay, well, let's see what I said, well, sis, let the games begin then. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Now, needless to say, I've been on this internet for 4 years. And this is actually first time she struck me. And I don't know if she felt like I don't know if she felt I don't I think what she did, I think Olivia got mad because I made the comment in my live that reactors got more views on her tea than she did herself. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she did. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, sis, I mean, like it's my opinion. If you want to get mad about it, I mean, you definitely have the right to get mad. But it was so funny, you guys, because in my mind, I was thinking, like at one point, I got like kind of personal about it because I said, well, wait a minute, what she trying? I ain't done nothing to sis, but talk about her video. I said, hell, there's people up here putting up her houses, taking pictures of her at the damn courthouse. They calling her apartment complex and her school. And child, she ain't even pinched them people. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I said, you know what? At the end of the day, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. This is business for me. This is money that I put in my pocket. For Olivia, this is personal. But she has to personally deal with that on her own. Like, since I can't get into bed with you when it comes to this personal thing, I feel no way about Olivia, Jasmine, or Chrissy. They are people on the internet, right? Like Bear, you're in the chat. Since I don't feel no way about you other than your name and a profile pic on this internet, right? Um, and at this point, it is what it is. So she definitely has the right to strike, just like I can strike if I want to. I don't there's nobody I need to strike. But if I wanted to, I could. But at the end of the day, you cannot stop people. One thing about the internet, there's a difference in reproducing and repurposing content, right? There's a difference. Reproducing and repurposing, there's a difference, right? So, yeah, Mars XO, Olivia needs to get herself together. I don't care what that woman talking about. At the end of the day, she is a person on the internet. Her personal feelings and emotions. The only advice that I could give her is, sis, go get some help. At this point, sis, go get you some help. I mean, I don't know if maybe you can talk to Jasmine, maybe you can't talk to her. I don't know. Um, but she need to get some help because you're angry, about things that you can't control. Like at the end of the day, you can't control me. Just like I can't control her. I can't make Olivia do right and go get her kids and live normal and stop putting ridiculous pictures of herself in panties and bonnets on it. And I can't stop her from doing that. Like, she's her own person. So just like I can't stop her, she can't stop me, you know. But one thing I will be able to say is, it's a part of the game, you guys. And I move off of money. I don't move off of emotion. 4 years ago when I came to this internet, it was a very different to me. 4 years later, y'all, I'm numb to this, right? I'm just very numb to it. I know how people act and how people are. And that's the thing. Like, people get on this internet and act like we're neighbors. Like, we all live, like, I walk outside my door and I'm gonna see Libby Pooh's house. Like, sis, we're not, like, we don't have to be friendly. I don't have to like you. You don't have to like me. To be quite honest with you, I feel no way about Olivia. I still don't feel any way about her. Like, sis, you did what you feel like you had to do, and I'm gonna do what I feel like I got to do. And we gonna see what YouTube got to say about it. I mean, it's just that simple. I'm not gonna get all caught up in my emotions. I'm not gonna get on here and call her B and call her this and call her that. For what, y'all? Because at the end of the day, the strike is still there. I could call everything up under the sun. It ain't gonna take the strike away. Okay, it is what it is. But that's when you feel like when they say these women have no life and they're, you know, that, in my opinion, she is a clear example of a woman who literally has nothing to do with her time or anything else. Because at the end of the day, Olivia came to this platform and she's done a lot of salacious stuff on this internet for the people to talk about it. Think about it, y'all. Do y'all really think that lady posted a picture on the internet of her in some panties because she didn't want anybody to say anything? Do y'all think she just wanted somebody to keep scrolling? No, she put it out here because she knows it's the last time she posted her butt on the internet, it was a whole debacle. Olivia likes the attention. Just unfortunately, she gets attention from the wrong people. She never gets the right attention, right? She scrambles for attention from people who should not validate her. In my opinion, she needs to validate herself. But anyway, honey, I'm not her therapist. I ain't got time for that lady. But yeah, so needless to say, she did strike me. So I appealed it as I'm supposed to do, and I guess we'll just wait and see what happens. And we'll do what we got to do. We'll do what we got to do, um, because at this point, it's the principle. It's the principle for me, you know. Um, and it is what it is. The money that because obviously when your channel is on, when your video is struck, whatever money that you made on it, obviously you don't have access to it now, right? So in a sense, she would get that money if she wins, right? And I mean, at this point, she might need it, y'all. Y'all know she's behind on child support, and she's a single woman over there. There's no man over there helping her, doing anything for her. So she probably will need that money. So I mean, if I can help, I'll help. So sis, if that money will help you get a little further in life, this is God bless you. All right. All right. Okay, so let's move on, you guys. All right, because we're not gonna get stuck on stupid. Wait, why did she strike your channel? I mean, sis, I guess because she felt like she could. I mean, obviously she can strike it. She did. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I never put all my eggs in one basket, right? Um, you know, yeah, that's not me. When I came to this internet, I've always had other things going on. I may not didn't tell you guys about it, but trust and believe. Tiamar is never sitting over here stuck on stupid. Never. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Thank you, our family, our journey. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens. Okay. We'll see what happens. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Okay. Enough of Libby Poo over there. Okay. Because she's still Libby Poo to me. Since you're always gonna be what you are. Because again, I'm not, this is not emotional for me. Like, I'm not emotionally invested in these chicks. Um, it's a coin, right? It's money. Like everybody else on this internet makes money. Lovely T went live last night for over 2.5 hours. And everything she talked about was her opinions. She wasn't emotionally invested. She's never emotionally invested in anything. She gives you her thoughts and opinions on the commentary, and that woman go on by her business. Okay, right? SNE. Girl, I can't even say it. SNM. Yes, you're right. But it's okay, you guys. Um, it's okay. Like it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be whatever the decision is. If she wins and she gets to keep the money, the strike will still fall off my channel in 90 days. So either way it goes, like it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I could tell you guys, where there's a will, there's a way. You can always work around situations. People uses other people content on the platform every day. It happens every day, all day long. People use images. You can do that. It's called repurposing content. It's called fair use under the 1976 Copyright Act. Okay? You definitely have fair use. Okay? Um yeah, it was Bond. I definitely do feel it. Whatever revenue was made off the video, I believe she can. I think if she would get the money, but it's okay, you guys. You know, two tears in a bucket. F it. It's all right, y'all. Trust me. Tiamar is okay over here. Okay. Um. JC said if she was as obsessed with being a mother as she is with social media, she would still have her kids. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, y'all, we already know TMR is not bothered, okay? I'm not bothered by Olivia. She can do whatever she feels like she needs to do, okay? And just like she had the capabilities of striking, I have the capabilities of appealing. Um, I did my research on my answer before I actually sent the research back, or excuse me, the appeal back. So I researched some things to see how I needed to word it and what I needed to do. And it is it is what it is. Like I'm not worried about Olivia. Olivia's more worried about me than I ever will be about her. Because guess what? I will get off this live and go upstairs and fix dinner for my family and sit down on my couch and look at the internet, or I don't know, check my bank account. I don't know, sis. I'll do something. I don't know. I'll find something to do. I don't, I don't eat, sleep, breathe the internet. That's one thing I don't do. Okay. I enjoy getting on here, entertaining you guys with the commentary of the channels that you're watching. But that's pretty much it for me. I don't get caught up in this arguing and beefing and fighting. If y'all notice, I've never got on this internet and argued and beef with anybody. And I'm not going to do, even when I got doxxed. I don't know, was that last year or year before last? I can't remember when it was. When I got doxxed and then people was putting my address and my house on the internet. I didn't get up here and argue and fight with those people. Honey, I let God handle it. That's just how I am, y'all. Now there are certain situations where I'm gonna have to intervene. God might not. He may be taking too long. Okay. Um, and I have to come and intervene myself. But at the end of the day, honey, I let God handle it and I just move on because I know what I do. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm having a discussion. You can definitely gossip. Now, gossip may be a sin, but it ain't a crime. Okay. So I'm not doing anything criminally on this internet. I never have and never will. Okay. Fair use banner on your videos. It's in my description box of every video. Sunrise Speaks. It's in the description box of every video that I upload to the internet. So it's already there. It's funny that she's getting the same number of views in that new small channel that she has. She gets in the one that has almost 100K. Yeah. But you know what? Olivia has to worry about that. Like I need to worry about my channel. She worries about her channel. That goes for all these people. But I have better things to do than to sit and argue with people about something that's actually pointless. It's no need to argue. Um, Arguing is not going to change the situation. Arguing is not going to change the fact that she's already struck my channel. Okay. Um, um, it's not gonna change anything, right? So arguing about it, it's not gonna change it. The only thing I did to change it is appeal it. That's the only thing that can change what happened is appealing it. um putting out an you know sending out an assassin for her. You know what I'm saying? Like I send somebody to go assassinate her. That's not going to change it. None of that's going to change what happened. The only thing is going to change is what I did. Appeal it. And it may or may not have changed it. Change the situation. Again, it's a waiting game. I just gotta wait and see. Okay. You said she needs the content. I mean, why would she need the content for me, you guys? Her channel trumps my channel. She has almost 100,000 on one platform. She has 23,000 plus on Instagram. I don't even think I got 2,000 on Instagram. Child, trust and believe. I wouldn't be worried about somebody that, in my opinion, is very minute to me when it comes to social media. And when it comes to social media, I'm small to Olivia. I wouldn't be worried. That's how, guys, that's how I was able to gain my traction on the internet, because when I did my commentary, I always focused on the big fish. I didn't mess with the guppies of the internet, right? I discussed the bigger fish, right? Because more people were watching. So for her to talk about me or discuss me does her no good, because 9 times out of 10, the people that are watching me, sis, are already watching you, because you got more subscribers than me. But y'all, I'm not here to teach Olivia. She was supposed to finish high school and get taught her damn self. I can't teach her nothing. I'm not a mama. I'm not a sister. I'm not a grandma. I'm nothing. Okay. I'm just a chick on the internet. All right. So I'm gonna let Olivia learn her lessons on her own. Cause hell, if her mama can't tell her nothing, Tiamar damn show can't either. I got my own daughter to worry about. All right. All right, y'all. Let's continue. So the last time we were also over here, we discussed my jazzy life, and y'all know what Olivia alleged could be going on with my jazzy life, and Chrissy alleged what could potentially be going on with my jazzy life, and Jasmine's mother also alleged some things with my jazzy life. Well, Jasmine came on her Instagram, and I don't have the Instagram up here for you guys, but Jasmine came on her Instagram and basically said, I'm all right, guys. I'm okay over here. Nobody's a part of a DV situation. Everything's okay. So at that very moment, when I saw that, I said, well, you know what, sis? If you're not worried, I'm not worried. Meaning my jazzy life. If she said there's nothing to worry about, then guess what, you guys? There's nothing to worry about. Okay. Let me tell you guys something that's real, real important. One thing I have learned throughout my 50 years of living on this earth, you cannot change what you don't acknowledge. Let me say that again. You cannot change what you don't acknowledge. So if Jasmine does not acknowledge that there potentially could be an issue in her home to whatever severity, if she doesn't acknowledge it, you can't change it. It's that simple. So we can sit around in comment sections and live streams. Thank you, Shantae. And we can do kumbayas and silent prayers for Jasmine. None of that works. None of that helps until she acknowledge if there's a problem. And if she doesn't acknowledge it, then no one can change it. Not even her. Okay? Protect and deflect, shaking my head, hope the children are safe. But at this point, let her live in her own delusion. She has to be the one to change her situation. Exactly. Tiamar, do you remember when Liv mentioned a ninja giving Aiden a black eye? It was during the Houston beef on a live. She been putting it out there. Yeah. But again, even if Olivia put breadcrumbs out there, her mama, Chrissy, whomever, nothing can be changed until Jasmine herself acknowledges the situation. And if she won't acknowledge it, then it is what it is. Right? Forced oblivion. Right? Then there's nothing we can talk about, y'all. There's nothing to discuss. Right? And I know a lot of you guys are over kids. We can't worry about Jasmine's kids. Jasmine's kids have their dad. They have grandmothers on both sides. They have grandfathers on both sides. They have aunts. They got an uncle. They got a slew of family members out there to protect them, right? And y'all might say, well, what about Stinkerbug? Well, Stinkerbug got family too. I don't know how much of Chris' family Stinkerbug has, but he definitely has the same family Jasmine four oldest kids have on her side. Stinkerbug has that same family. So if there's a situation, the same people that come swoop up them four kids, more than likely is gonna swoop up Stinkerbug too. Okay. So if Jasmine, maybe there's nothing going on. Y'all ever thought about, and I really thought about this today. I said, do you guys think that maybe, y'all know Jasmine is a real friend. Like she go hard for her friends. And Jasmine also is naive enough, and in my opinion, Olivia is sinister enough to even maybe concoct this story. Because when have you guys ever known for Jasmine not to show her face on the internet like this? Even when that drama happened with her mother, her mother posted cryptic texts. Excuse me, you guys. Her mother posted cryptic texts on her social media on Facebook at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was very early on a Saturday morning. By Sunday that evening, Jasmine had her butt on this internet hooping and hollering. Jasmine didn't give it 12 hours before she addressed it. And that was her mother. When Chrissy came on the internet, and told the world that she did not like Chris, Jasmine didn't let 4 hours go by before she got on the internet and confronted Chrissy about that. What would make Olivia any different? What would make Liv any different? My thing is this. Even if Jasmine says she's okay, my thing is if Chris is still in that house with the things that's being alleged, she's not okay. Because allegedly, this sounds like this has been going on for a couple of years. So y'all know in situations where there's DV going on, you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. That's the unfortunate thing about DV. When you're in a DV situation, every day is not a bad day. There are days where you have good days, but the bad days obviously outweigh those good days. You think so, Monique? Well, one thing I can say is, you guys, like I said, think about it. Y'all really think about it. For all of you all who followed Jasmine for a long time, Jasmine never once came on this internet and admitted that Philip was a pimp. Even when Philip went to jail, when he first got arrested, even when Philip went to jail, Jasmine never came on the internet and admitted that Philip was a pimp. Even to this very day, 4 or 5 years later, Jasmine has never came on this internet and admitted that he was a pimp. She's never done that. So do y'all really think She know the internet knows that Philip was a pimp. That's what he went to jail for. Do y'all really think she's gonna get on here and admit that Chris could be somehow abusing her physically, mentally, or even financially? Y'all really think she's gonna come on here and admit that? No, she's not. She's not gonna do it. If she protected Philip to this day, to this very day, she's never admitted that Philip was a pimp. Do you think she's gonna admit that Chris is over there harming her? Even if he is, or is if he is, Tasha Liv got recordings of her. That's why she's not saying anything. She's scared what Liv got. Oh, okay. But even with Liv having recordings, Jasmine has never came on here and admitted Philip was a pimp. And that's why he went to jail. She would always dance around it, right? She never. So if she's gonna do that, she's gonna do she'll do it, she'll protect Chris too. But y'all got to understand. Unfortunately, that's Jasmine's business. And if she wants to live in that situation, then y'all, you gotta let her. Tiamar, I believe what Liv said about the dysfunction, but I do believe Jazz took a break another year before taxes hit. She knows that tax money coming too. Yeah, but Jasmine, even last year when she got her taxes, she didn't take breaks like this. I don't think she's necessarily taking breaks like that. Y'all, let's be real. I don't know what Jasmine's doing. Okay. Yeah, y'all say Olivia got recordings. Well, maybe because are y'all saying that because Olivia said that she has recordings? It probably will come out, Sheikah. It will. But even with it coming out, Jasmine's still not going to admit to anything. She never admitted to Philip being a pimp. She never just said my baby daddy was a pimp or is a pimp. Oh, okay. She said it. Okay. But think about it, you guys. If she think about Olivia coming on the internet admitting that she has recordings of Jasmine. Shoot. I don't know if Chrissy had recordings or not, but think about the type of person that would even record that. Why would Olivia record it instead of just calling the police? Why would you record it instead of just calling the police? Like at this point, you recording her helps her in what way? Why do you need a recording, meaning Olivia? Why would Olivia need a recording of Jasmine getting knocked between the wash machine and the dryer? Right, because she's evil. Why would you record that? Did you think you were helping her? Or you use that for it's unfortunate Jasmine doesn't see the snakes in her grass. Sis, I'm gonna tell you. If I could tell Jasmine anything, girl, you better go get you a lawnmower, a good one, and cut that damn grass. Because to hear that girl admit that she recorded Jasmine's altercations and she did nothing with it but keep it in her damn phone. If you really loved her, why you didn't send it to the proper authorities? Who cares if Chris gets locked up? It sounds like he needs to be. Especially with you saying with her kids. I can't. And then Olivia allowed that girl to sit up in her house last year. Y'all remember when Olivia came down there when she was still pregnant? Y'all remember when she came down there to see her kids on one of her court visitations with the kiddos? And she sat up in Jasmine's house? I know Jasmine's probably sitting there like, my God. Misery loves company, right? Simply D. Right. The snakes be right in her face. She should have called the police. Exactly. You recording that girl. You're recording it for what? And then you go on the internet and confess to a bunch of strangers that you recorded your homegirl's altercations with her ninja? Yes, sis, that don't sound cute at all. You know what, Zeta? I'm glad that I don't have. Well, I can't even say that. Look, I'm glad that I'm not as evil as Olivia is is portraying to be. That's just so unfortunate that she even said that to the internet, because that's the only way you guys could know that. One thing's for sure, LaKenya probably definitely has a story on Chris. I cannot believe, but like, I'm just gonna keep saying this, you guys. If Jasmine won't acknowledge, then there won't be any change. Okay. When people show you who they are, you better believe them. Yeah. Yeah, BC. Never let a narcissist know your business. They put it in their pocket to use against you later. Well, y'all, we knew Olivia wasn't SHIT when she told Niecy. Y'all remember when Niecy recorded Olivia? See, while Olivia recording Jasmine, Niecy was recording Olivia. Y'all remember when Niecy played the recording when Olivia told Niecy that Jasmine was slow? So when I heard that a couple years ago, I think she played that for us in what, 2021, early 2022 sometime. When I heard Niecy play that recording, I knew then. I said, oh, that girl ain't ish. She just sat up here and called her own friend slow to Niecy because she didn't know Niecy was recording her. And obviously, hey, Gina. And obviously, she felt like that would never get out because she didn't, again, Olivia didn't think Niecy was bright enough to record her. She didn't know who she was fooling with because, honey, Niecy was all over it like white on rice. But no, not even that, your girl. Olivia claims that she's a DV victim, but over there, you say over there airing her friend's business. It's not even that, sis. The fact that you're a DV victim, but you record somebody else's DV situation and just use it for future ammunition instead of sending it to the authorities because you claim you love this friend. You said that was your sister, your bestie. I know Jasmine feels so betrayed. But she should feel more betrayed by Chris than anybody because that's the man she laying up with and gave a baby to. Olivia would be dropping the bucket for me. I'm going to be honest with y'all. If I found out my friend betrayed me like that, like I really, it's this ninja that I'm dealing with that's betraying me harder than Olivia could ever betray her because that's the man she's with. So we can't really worry about Olivia because, she's like she's really nothing in this, right? She was never a friend. It's that man she over there laying with is the one she should feel very betrayed by. Because Chris is the one that came in that house and told Jasmine that he was going to make it all. He was going to make everything better. He was going to love her like no other man had loved her. I'm sure he made many promises to Jasmine. Hell, he made promises to Jasmine on the internet. He told us when God gives him the date, he was going to marry Jasmine. I don't think God gave him the date yet. So I know a lot of you guys are probably like, well, why Philip hasn't intervened? What can Philip do? Let's think about it, y'all. Only thing Philip can do is get his kids. But what can Philip do? Philip gonna risk himself going to jail for beating up Chris? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Philip probably thinking, well, sis, if you gonna keep letting them up in the door, why am I gonna come over there and fight them for? Yeah, Philip can't do anything. What can he do? Yeah, he did. He got the kids. This is none of his business. It really isn't, you guys. Yes, Jasmine is his baby mother, but it's not his business with the type of men. Well, let me say this. It is his business because those kids live in the house with her. But as long as Chris is not putting his hands on Jasmine and as long as Chris is not putting his hands on those children and he's only, unfortunately, touching her, Philip can't intervene in that. Philip is her baby daddy, not her brother, her daddy, or her uncle. And even if Philip was her daddy, brother, or uncle, the best thing to do is to call the authorities and let them handle. Because beating them up, Chris can heal from wounds. We've seen Jasmine heal from wounds, okay? So Chris can heal from wounds. Put him in that jailhouse. That's where he needs to be, if that is what's going on over there. Good afternoon, all. God bless. Almost three. Hey, Chrissy. Yes. Phil can't do nothing on parole. Even if Philip wasn't on parole, Philip is not that persuaded to come over there and jump in Chris's face about anything. I'm just gonna be honest with you, y'all. Yeah, Jasmine is the woman that birthed his kids, but he doesn't have undenying love for Jasmine. Jasmine was the chick that birthed his kids, and that's pretty much it. Jasmine is literally just one of his baby mamas. It's his business if the kids is witnessing abuse. But what can he do, seriously, Soma? What he gonna do? Go over there and tell Chris, don't put your hands on my baby mama. Like, think about it, sis. What can Philip do? He can't do anything unless he risking himself from going to jail. You let the authorities handle it. That's what they get the tax dollars for. Philip can't go over there and do nothing. What are he gonna do? Go over there and confront Chris, confront him, and then what? That's my thing. And I'm pretty sure those kids have told Philip already. Philip probably has already known that Chris and Jasmine's having issues over there. Philip probably has already been aware of this. Yeah, it's his business if Chris touches kids, but if Chris over there touching her, that really ain't Philip's business. That's Jasmine's business to handle that situation. And again, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Think about it. I'm in a relationship with a man and I got kids with another man, but the new man is over here hitting on me. He ain't touching my children, but he touching me. What the other baby daddy gonna come over and do for me? But get himself in some trouble. Yeah, everybody needs to call the police. That's what I'm saying. Everybody needs to call the police. Everybody needs to call the authorities and get that ninja up out her life. And maybe if he get that man about, if they get Chris about her life, maybe she could think more clear. I don't know. But like I said, Jasmine just seems like the type of person that likes to protect people. And just like she protected Philip all those years, she never came on the internet, even to this day, and admitted anything that was going on with Philip. I don't think she would ever do that with Chris either. I think she will always, y'all know Jasmine likes to talk in circles. So she'll talk around it. She'll probably never talk right through it. He can't be probably on parole or not finna jeopardize his freedom. Yeah, that's true too. Only thing Phil can do is save his kids. Jazz is OT Phillips. Other Phillips responsible. He can check Jazz for allowing his kids to see it. Yeah, he can check Jasmine for allowing his kids to see it. But if Jasmine keep let's say this. If Philip does not want his kids witnessing violence, then what Philip has to do is remove the kids from the home. Taking them for 5 days and they can still be exposed for it the other 2 days is not helping them. You know, but the unfortunate thing is Stinkabug is still left there. You know? Domestic violence and child abuse go hand in hand. Mars XO said he's smart not to confront him and stay quiet and move in silence. You can't talk it. Okay, Liv saying something, but then say Philip should get in his face. Confrontation will escalate the situation. That's true. That's very true. Several women got his kids, right? Let me see what else. Okay, so like I said, you guys, that's just my thoughts and opinions on the situation. Jasmine's on Instagram telling everybody there's no problem over here, everything's okay. So we have to take her for her word. Obviously, there's people saying otherwise. One of them being used to be a very close friend of hers that's saying something totally different. But again, if Jasmine doesn't acknowledge it, their change will not come. She has to acknowledge that there's a problem before change can even happen. All right. So speaking of somebody that I feel like is a dummy, we're gonna switch the conversation off of Jasmine and we're gonna talk really quick about Robin Dixon from the Housewives of Potomac. So Robin Dixon and Giselle have a podcast. I didn't even know that till yesterday when I was watching Lovely Tea because she discussed it on her channel. Robin Dixon and Giselle have a podcast, and what Robin Dixon and Giselle did was they said they had some tea to drop, and instead of them obviously dropping it on Bravo in an episode on the Housewives of Potomac, they chose to go to Patreon to talk about it and charge people for the tea. Now, Bravo, if you guys know, Bravo is a network that's on cable. If you're watching it, more than likely you're paying a cable bill. Or even if you're streaming it, you're still paying internet to be able to stream it. If you watch it on your phone, you're still paying a phone bill to be able to have internet on your phone. However, like I said, Bravo is always already getting paid. So what these two very wealthy women did was drop the tea on Patreon for a coin, an additional coin, instead of just telling it on Bravo like everybody else's business has been told on Bravo. Okay. So there's a channel on here called give me one moment. Let me see what that channel is called. It's called Color Me Pink. I'll put app live. I'll put her link to her channel. I'm gonna actually use her audio because she actually did have the audio of the podcast. So I'm gonna use we're just gonna listen to that little bit of the audio. Give me a moment. And again, I'm not stealing her content. I'm repurposing the content because I'm going to put my commentary with it. Okay. So once I put my commentary with it, it's no longer me using her whole entire content because I just put my voice in it. So now it's considered my content. Okay. I just had to explain that real quick. So let me go ahead and share the video.
And the world found out that you and Aaron apparently had beef.
Yeah.
So that we're not gonna touch on that. But if y'all want to get y'all entire life and see a really good episode, what number was that? Episode
15.
That was episode 15. Get your entire life, okay? And Giselle had a good old time. Giselle was just on the side drinking her tequila. Okay, so after that, everybody found out you got married, and then all of a sudden, people in these streets decided they had things to say, and it didn't hit the blogs. What these people saying, Robin? Okay, I'll tell it. So there's some sort of strumpet out here that is staking claims on Juan Dixon, and I just want to say, y'all stop it, strumpet. That's all I'm gonna say. Do you have anything to say?
Okay. So I debated on whether like addressing this because you know I usually. I don't know. I don't really give attention to stuff like this.
Right.
True. People who want attention. But I figured there were a lot of lies and things being misconstrued. So what I will say, okay, so for y'all, I'm sure all of y'all that are listening don't really know exactly what we're talking about because you don't, live on Instagram or whatever. TikTok, Twitter, whatever it might be. Young lady came forward talking about she and Juan dated during COVID. And she shows this like hotel receipt with his name on it.
Right.
Okay. That's like that's legit. I don't know. I mean, that's
the premise of the allegation.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So what I want to say. Okay. So what I want to say, first of all, I was aware of the situation before we filmed season 7.
Right.
And because this young lady was so pressed to tell me and to tell you, Giselle,
yes,
I assume she told the whole cast.
Right. Because she DM'd me.
Right. So all of season 7, I'm just like waiting for somebody to bring it up.
Because, Karen is good for.
That's our life.
Right.
I'm just ready for it. Tells me that Karen, was talking about us. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm
right.
And she talks about some.
Now, wait a minute, guys. I don't understand what she mean that she was just waiting for somebody on the cast to bring it up. Wasn't it your job to let the producer know that you had a situation so they could figure out how to recreate the drama for views? Like, that's how it's always went.
Blonde holding hand, you know, him holding hands with a blonde and George Sanders looks like Karen. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
Okay. Right. Whew. So that was, you know, it was kind of comical to me. So then we go down that road. But however, I was already aware of the situation and I expected to talk about it on season 7.
Right.
Now, the situation when it was presented to me was handled, was discussed. It was handled. It was something we had to work through, you know. It was not something that it was just like, oh, okay, whatever.
Oh, yeah. No.
However, there are a lot of things that need to be cleared up with what's being said with what allegedly happened, which did not. So,
okay.
I'm kind of, and I want to almost maybe share the details for Patreon.
Oh, yeah. We'll give the details on the Patreon.
Yes.
So go ahead on and subscribe.
So I will give more details on Patreon. But what I will say is, yes, Juan was an idiot and communicated with this woman on Instagram, you know, because I mean, you know, whatever. He's bored. He needs a chin. He's, you know, it's a pandemic, blah, 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 whatever.
Right.
He's bored and need attention. Well, A, he got you over there. B, you all have 2 boys. You're supposed to be planning a wedding. Y'all live in this big old house. He bored. That was his excuse. Is that the excuse that Robin made up for Juan, or is that the excuse he gave her?
However, they did not date. He did not fly her anywhere.
Right.
And there is a reason why his name is on a hotel receipt, which I will share on Patreon.
Yes. Boom.
And the reason is not because he asked her to come and was volunteered to pay for this hotel room.
Right. The end.
Okay.
Yes.
So the reason that Juan's name was on the receipt. So allegedly this woman is from Canada. She told Juan that she was dating some Baltimore Ravens football player. So she comes to the area and she said she was at the casino and she got her wallet stolen. So she calls Juan and says, my wallet was stolen. Can you help me out with my hotel? Now, y'all know anytime you go to a hotel and stay, I don't know too many people that's paying cash for hotels. More than likely, you're putting a credit card up. Now, with her wallet being stolen, maybe her credit card, she canceled all her credit cards. And that's why she had to possibly ask Juan. But in my opinion, they planned this. And obviously, but it just don't make sense unless Juan is just extremely messy. And it sounds like he could be messy or very careless because it seems like Robin don't pick up on too much of anything. Because he could have used any other credit card. Why would he use that? He could have went and got a prepaid card and paid for the hotel if he really was trying to be sneaky. I think, in my opinion, Robin has allowed his foolery so long. At this point, it's like, Robin, you don't look at credit card receipts or anything like that, sis? Like, you don't look at the bill statements when is Juan the one paying the bills? Because, honey, I'll be damned if a hotel charge come on a credit card statement and I'm trying to figure out when you was in this hotel and I wasn't with you. You didn't say you were going out of town and it was during the pandemic. So what you need a hotel for? And I didn't go with you. But see, that's the thing. She's not asking the right question because see, Robin, in my opinion, looking straight ahead. She's trying to play, play it down when that's the reason they got divorced the first time because of Juan's infidelity.
And then I will say several things on Patreon, like, let me catch her outside. Let me catch her outside.
But,
allegedly.
you know, but since she pretty much was trying to bribe Juan and told her that she was going to become famous off of us, then I don't know, girl, go maybe, I don't know, hopefully you can start up OnlyFans and get some money off of it or something.
Yes, go show your booty on OnlyFans.
Right.
Yeah.
But I will say just with respect to Juan and I, we dealt with the situation. It was definitely something that, you know, we had to work through relationship wise. Maybe that's why the wedding didn't happen when y'all wanted it to.
Oh, really?
I mean,
let's discuss. We'll discuss on Patreon.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, it just, you know what I'm saying? But so anyway, it was something that we dealt with and, you know, we're moving forward.
Yeah.
Now, so needless to say, that's where the tea was spilled on Patreon, and it really wasn't any tea spilled. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think it's all for views, and I think they just did it because, again, like I said, Robin had no controversy on this show. I'm surprised Robin lasts all these seasons. Everybody else didn't have controversy on the show except Robin. Even Giselle, messy tail. Okay? Everybody's had controversy. But the way she explained it on the Patreon, she definitely made it like it was the woman's fault. And Juan just went to the hotel and left his credit card at the front desk and left. And then Juan, she allegedly says that, well, she didn't allegedly, she said that Juan called one of his friends, and because the girl said she needed to go get her hair done and she needed some other things. So Robin says that Juan asked one of his homeboys to basically come entertain the chick. And then Robin says allegedly the homeboy that Juan called to entertain the lady, she ended up sleeping with him too. I said, really, sis? Really, Robin? But the reason why I played that, y'all, that's what Jasmine reminds me of. Jasmine reminds me of a Robin. Okay? Because, again, they've been down this road before. Juan and Robin definitely have been down this road before. And it was funny. The whole time Robin was explaining the interaction between Juan and the lady, she never mentioned the lady hooking up with the Baltimore Ravens player that she said Juan told her that she was dating. This guy was never even mentioned in the whole scenario. So how Robin was allegedly made aware of it is that she said the woman emailed her in 2021. She sent her an email of the credit card receipt. Now, apparently, this is supposed to have happened in 2020. I think like September of 2020. This woman waited damn near a year to send you a credit card receipt. Like, y'all didn't use those credit card statements come out every month, Robin. You never looked at your credit card statement? Like, I find that hard to believe that you're not looking at your credit card statements, especially knowing that Robin and Juan had a lot of financial trouble back in the day. I find that really hard to believe. Robin is slow, and the fact that they talked about all that false stuff when her man was actually cheating and shaking my head, they need to be removed from the show. And I definitely do feel that way. Just like Monique and her husband left, Robin needs to go too, because if there was any tea that was going to be spilt, that tea needed to be spilt on Bravo, where people are already patronizing that show. Why would people have to go to Patreon to get tea? And to be honest with you, it was no tea, because the explanation that Robin gave was as lame as the excuse that Juan gave Robin. It was a whole mess. He probably has his own credit card. Well, unless that credit card is going to a different address, you think his credit card going to a different address, his statement? Heck, Chris kicked Ava in the butt and Jazz didn't address that. Let me see what right, she gets off scot-free for bringing nothing, very boring. Exactly. Nothing, Robin just, I personally feel like they're just making this a big scandal because Robin needs a reason to stay alive on that show. Because, okay, her and Juan got married. Big wow. Now what? She needed something to keep her live on that show because nobody tunes in to see Robin. People tune in to see Giselle. People tune in to see Karen. People tune in to see Monique when she was on the show. People tune in to see nobody tunes in to see Robin, because what are you seeing? Ron is the housewife. You're right, exactly. Juan and Robin are both going to be unemployed soon. Rightfully so. And now, I definitely do feel like there should be some consequences to her actions, because she was wrong for doing that. And for her to say that she expected the other cast members to tell her tea, that's not how it works. You were supposed to tell the producers the tea that you had going on so they could figure out how to incorporate it in the storyline. Especially what you saying it happened before y'all even started filming season 7. Somebody in the chat also said that Juan is known for creeping around in Baltimore. I like Robin. Do everyone supposed to have drama? I mean, since it's a reality TV show, that's what keeps the rating. Just like we watch the drama here on YouTube, that's the same with reality TV. All the Housewife franchise have some type of drama going on. Either somebody going to jail, somebody getting divorced, somebody husband cheating, somebody wife. It's always drama going on. Okay. Yeah, so time is about to expire, J Babe. That's how I feel. But I feel like her and Giselle both were wrong for scamming the people to go pay for that tea. But see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all, people quick to go and run and pay for Patreon tea when all you had to do was sit and wait. I know the people who wouldn't pay for that Patreon tea feel real stupid right now because all you had to do was wait a little bit and it was gonna leak to the internet anyway. Andy was mad when Kenya secretly got married. I know he was mad about Robin and doing Patreon. Yeah, he was. The reason his name was on the receipt was because he was being a nice guy and the girl had nowhere to stay when the other guy stood her up. If she believes that she's definitely snow. Exactly. Exactly. First and foremost, why? Here's the thing. Why were you? This the question for Robin for me. Sis, why was Juan talking to this woman? They started talking in the DMs. Robin says they started talking in the DMs on Instagram, and they went from Instagram DMing to now they were text messaging. So Juan took the relationship from Instagram to his personal cell phone. Now, sis, can you explain why this woman had this man's personal cell phone? Like, what was Juan's excuse? If y'all was conversating on Instagram through DM, you could talk on the phone on Instagram. You could actually hit the phone and talk to somebody and pull up and see their face, or you could just keep the camera off and hear their voice. How did y'all go? How can Juan explain why he felt prevailed or provoked to give this woman his cell phone number? Can we answer that question? She said, that's exactly why I'm not paying to be first for gossip. Tiamar, the problem is that she has no personality, not about not having any drama. Karen doesn't have real drama, but she's fashionable and has good advice, and it's fun for an older woman. Karen actually did have drama when her husband went through that. Her and her husband went through that situation with them damn near being bankrupt, and they had to move out of Potomac. Yes, sis, that was drama. That was big talk on the internet. I think she is comfortable with Juan, but the unfortunate thing is I don't think Juan's so comfortable with her. Right? It almost seems like Juan treats Robin like she's the homegirl instead of a woman he had kids with and actually married, not once, but now twice. Okay? I don't listen to her and Giselle's podcast. They said it's actually boring. I just watch the drama every Sunday. I watch the replay. I'm into my 90-day you said 90-day fiance. New season started 8 to 10 p.m. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. Sharice's life was so messy. She had to drop out in the second season because her family was falling apart. Yeah, I think was it like the second season Sharice dropped out? They're talking about Sharice coming back, but I don't think Karen wants her to come back. In my opinion, Karen wants to be the oldest one of the group. I don't think she wants to share that platform with Sharice. Sharice didn't want to show her drama. Yeah, and I don't blame her because Sharice has children. I don't blame her. This is too much for me. I'm gonna just keep watching my catfish refunds and laugh at they dumb asses. Right, exactly, sis. So, okay, so that's a whole hot mess, y'all. So that's my time. Okay, we've been on here for about an hour and a half. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go here. Again, I hope you guys enjoy the reaction. I guess we'll keep a lookout for Jazzy Life and see if this gonna surface anytime soon. And until the next time, you guys, I'll see you later. All right. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.